rescuers went in, they were crawling around multi directions trying to locate this woman. When they got to essentially the distance that they were limited to be crawling around, and it started to narrow down, they had to back out.
Okay.
At that point, we had to start thinking about alternate plans, alternate ways to locate this victim. That's when we were on the phone with our bomb squad, both the city of San Diego and the sheriff's department, coordinating on possibly getting some robots out here to travel the tunnels with cameras. When the crews started taking manhole covers off all along the way, and that's ultimately what led to finding her, was just some good old-fashioned sleuthing by the firefighters by removing manhole covers and just going until they could either hear her or see her. And when they finally got to a manhole cover that they removed, they were actually able to look down inside underneath that manhole cover, and that's where they saw her.
That was going to be my next question, because if she was over there at the top, does that mean she was underneath that hole the entire time? Like, were they just simply able to go down and pick her directly back up, or did they still have to crawl to a certain point and then come back out at this exit point right here?
No, she was very close to that hole where they made their final entry and went in and rescued her from. She was very close to that hole. If they were able to see her like a foot or an ankle, I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah.
But they were able to see her or a part of her from that second entry point.
So
the first entry point or primary entry point was downhill. So at some point she crawled uphill.
Okay.
And that's where we located her.
I asked that just to really kind of figure out how she got there in the first place, because this is a hiking trail. Is it normal for these hiking trails to have these man-made holes, like the lids to them, to be off? Could it explain how she might have gotten down there, like because she didn't notice it and maybe fell into it accidentally?
What has been reported to me is that there were no removed manhole covers when our crews got here. It is possible that she entered into the storm drain system from one of the outlets, which would naturally be open, where water would flow out into the creek, or some other way. But one of the things that we investigated when we first arrived here was to see if there were any open or disturbed manhole covers, which would have indicated to us a great starting point. There weren't any, so we picked a central one and started searching from there, hoping really initially that we would just get lucky going in one direction or the other, and ultimately initially that wasn't the case. But when we went uphill, that's when they found her.
Does it look like somebody put her down there?
I can't speak to that. I'm going to let our police department partners address as to why she may be down there. So that'll be up to them, and I do believe they'll speak to you shortly.
Was she conscious when you guys brought her out?
I'm unaware right now if she was conscious or not. And again, we really won't speak too much to her medical situation, because it would violate her privacy through HIPAA.
You're awesome.
Oh, and wasn't it a possible scene at first, like a crime scene possibly?
You know, again, the police department is the one that alerted us. The police department was out here for some reason. Again, I won't speculate why, and we'll let them give you that information.
Has this ever happened before here on this hiking trail?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm a San Diego resident. I didn't even know this hiking trail existed, because it's a large region, it's a large city, so I couldn't address that one way or the other.
Thank you.
How much do those manholes covers weigh?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like 40 pounds?
Oh, no. I would say one of those manhole covers easily weighs 100 pounds or more, which it makes it even more impressive when they get launched due to an explosion, because they're heavy. I mean, they'll crush the roof of a car or easily kill somebody if you get hit by one. So, all right.
Chief.
You bet. My pleasure.
Thank you,
My
Chief.
pleasure. If I have any further updates, I'll share them, but I think at this point, the police department is going to be your best source for anything else.
And who's the point of contact? Are we looking for Dan Myers or Judd?
What did the captain say when he walked by?
He just said there's nobody here. They're not going to talk.
Yeah.
He said we can go up to where the sign is. So he said,
I see. Yeah.
yeah, we can go where the sign is, and then we can go all the way up once their rescue truck is gone.
Ginny, I'm going to start writing. All right.
Okay.
And if you want to
So, sorry.